Happy Monday, ladies. Diane Polly here, and I am your client conversationalist. And what I am doing is teaching you, like me, a woman entrepreneur, how to share your story out loud so you can have a really powerful conversation with your ideal client online. And yes, I said ideal, because if you are anything like me, you strive for connection, you strive for conversation, and you strive for relationships. And online, that can be really tough. It's a digital age, and we don't know how to build relationships online. And that's what I'm teaching you how to do. From my couch to your couch, because this is how we operate. We hide behind a virtual screen, and I'm coming to you live to show you that you can have a really simple, hey, this is me, conversation like I'm doing now with you with your own ideal client, by sharing pieces of your story out loud. So on that note, I'm here to bring you a little story today. And I don't know what the title of this is. Should I call it the woes of networking? Basically, I want to tell you about my experiences that I've had networking in person and how those translate to conversing and communicating online. And basically, I just want to tell you about a person A and a person B that I've had the displeasure and pleasure of meeting in person. So let me tell you, I would go to so many networking events over the past few years in New York City. As I was evolving as a coach, as a business owner, changing my elevator pitch and my talk all the time. But the one thing that didn't change when I went to all of these events was that I would meet a person A and a person B. Person A would come into a conversation that was midway. They would, spread the room, start up with their spiel, act like they knew you, maybe glance at your name tag, and go straight into a self-indulgent, talk about what they did, who they were, how you needed everything they had to offer when they had no idea who you were because they wouldn't shut up enough to let you speak and have a conversation. It was not a conversation. It was totally one-sided. And if you are like me, you have met this person at every networking event you've gone to. They have a different face, but underneath, they're the same person. And this is what I call the random, rude guy or gal at a networking event. And before I go into how this translates online, I want to show you an example of person B that I also met and had the pleasure of meeting. This is a person who, maybe you would lock eyes with across the room, and you would just feel an instant connection, and you would start to talk. You would totally bypass that what do you do crap, and you'd go into, getting to know one another, talking about your passions, why you're here, why you even went into doing this, what you're working on, all that stuff. And at the end of the day, at the end of that event, what you would do with their information they gave you, unlike person A, is what you probably tossed out first chance you got, person B, you would save that information, hold it dear, and follow up with them because you want to build a relationship with them. And then as you continue, as the relationship unfolds and you follow up, and I've done this many a times, that person could turn into a contact, a client, a coach, a mentor, a word of mouth referral. There's so many possibilities there because you took the time to put away the sales talk, sales pitch, and get to know the person you were talking to. And how this translates online is that I don't even know when the moment was. It just hit me one day. I would be networking online is the equivalent of going into a bunch of Facebook groups. And, the ones that don't have any rules and they allow you to promote your stuff, yeah, those. I am guilty of this. My hand is raised. I would go into those groups and be like, oh, yes, I have so many people here and I get to promote my stuff. So I'd write a quick little intro and say, hey, if you're someone who needs ABC, I've got X, Y, and Z. Download this link. And I would do that over and over again and wonder why no one was responding. And I saw other people doing it too. I did not realize, one day it hit me, that I was being the equivalent of person A. I was being the random, rude guy, gal at the networking event online. I was being like a blatant infomercial blip on this Facebook group news feed. And I was shocked, and I was like, what am I doing? That's when I took a major step back, and I was like, how can I be more of person B, that person that I really enjoyed speaking to online? And I said, you know what? I gotta take away the hidden agenda, the sales pitch, and be myself. Really introduce myself, just share who I am, and have the intention of really connecting with people. And that's what I did, and that's when everything changed. And I started to connect with people. I started to follow up, and I started to have those conversations. I started to carry them, offline. I started to email people. I started to get on the phone with them. And those relationships, like in person, turned into clients, contacts, mentors, word of mouth referrals, all the stuff I wanted. And that's, something that's easy to do if we can flip the script on how we think and really change our talk and say, it's not about what I'm selling, it's about what I'm doing to connect with this person right off the bat. So my challenge, encouraging, inspiring note to you today is to check the way that you're speaking online and check if you are being person A, that random rude guy, gal at the networking event, or if you're being person B, that person who really cares. And I know you have it in you to be person B, because I was shocked when I was acting like person A. So I want you to check yourself before you wreck yourself and see what you can do today to go into those Facebook groups online and reintroduce yourself as the awesome, amazing woman that I know you are. So I hope you enjoyed today's little story / virtual lesson, and I hope you put the communication, lesson into play today. That's it. I'm Diane Pauley, your client conversationalist, and I will be with you next week sharing more communication tidbits and relationship hacks online. Talk soon.